so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me have them run the colors across the screen. Now you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double primed, and I coated it with 3 layers of black gesso. Once the 3 layers of black gesso completely dried, I added a thin layer of liquid clear. On top of the liquid clear, I added a mixture of mostly Prussian blue, and a little touch of alizarin crimson. At the bottom, I just try to mix up a little bit of brown over here in the corners, and in the center, it's just that same blue mixture. Probably like 5-6 blue, 1-6 red, just to kind of get that little bit of tint. I thought today we can work on a nice black canvas. So let's get started with today's painting. Let's go into a little bit of titanium white. And just work your way out. There we are. There. Just kind of pushing in that pigment and just getting in all that color. I think it takes longer pushing that, preparing your canvas than pushing the paint in there. Because once you got color on there, you should be pretty fine. There, just kind of darken. And just scrub it on. I like to scrub it on. It just makes my life easier. But if you guys want to, you can do that crisscross stroke. You can do figures of 8. It's all up to you. There. Okay. So, I think with that, we have ourselves a nice little sky. Something just glowing right here down the center. Shoo. You know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's just tap out like a few little light just singing through. There. And then I still need this to be bright. There we go. Now, let's go ahead, a little bit of titanium white, and just tap it on. Maybe right here we have our first waterfall. There. The more you push that paintbrush into it, the more the color underneath will show. The less you do, the more white it will appear. If I make myself clear and understandable. So if you want that blue to show up or whatever color you have underneath, press that color in more. If you don't, then lightly put it on. I'm just tapping in a little bit just to kind of make it look like some foam, and just trying to mist this up just lightly. There. And you know what? I changed my mind about the top, which it's fine. Anyone can do that. So I'm going to grab a touch of Prussian blue and titanium white. There we are. Just a nice bright color. Cut a roll, and you'll get this nice little roll of paint. Now, let's come up here and just tap it. There. There we are. Just something nice and simple. Just let it kind of fade off into the distance. And if you want to, I'm gonna leave it like that. But if you wanted to, you can scrape off that paint and blend it lightly. I'm just gonna leave it like that because I think a little bit of texture will look nice. Now, going through a little bit of white, very little touch of that light blue color, just to make it seem like a few get a highlight, an extra sparkle. There. Now, let's go ahead. Let's grab some of this blue color and just add in little touches of these water breaks or these ripples. You can scrub them on, you can tap them on. It really doesn't matter. Different ways you do it will give you different appearances. So I think you should just try out different ways and see which one you like the most. There. Some spots it will look better if you tap it. Some spots it'll look better if you kind of scrub it on. It just depends what look are you trying to achieve. Maybe right here, few little extra light shining, just singing through. There we are. Pretty simple. Now, let me clean off my knife, put that to the side, and let me go back into some titanium white and just come up here and just shoom, just adding in a second waterfall. Let me just clean off my brush so I'm not adding in even more color, and just kind of blending it so it picks up a little bit of that blue. There. Now, with the corner of the brush, I'm just gonna tap in some foam in there. There. Just sort of diffuse it a bit. And then I gotta mix up another batch of our little waves like these, and just kind of scrubbing it on. There. Maybe just a few kind of singing through. Just a few. And just tap. Maybe slide it a bit. Different, how I say, try different techniques. So, just going to slide through a little bit of light. Okay. And I think as of now, I'm okay with the way this looks, because it feels like it's going on. It doesn't feel like it's flat. So I still have the so-called brown that I mixed up, And I'm gonna add a little bit of white to it. It's more to the red side. It's not even like a brown if you think about it. And all I'm going to do is just graze it. Oh, this color looks nice against the black background. I think paint breaks would be the look we want to accomplish today. Now, let me go into a little bit of Prussian blue and cadmium yellow. Just tap it. Just tap it. Load up my 2-inch brush, and all I'm going to do is just have some grass grow. A little bit of grass growing. There we are. There. Now, maybe, shoom, maybe over here. Just kind of play with things, see what looks best. Okay, I think that looks nice. Let's go ahead, let's do that on the other side. Just very lightly. I'm gonna add some more white to mix up more of that color. Has to be a little bit darker. But all I'm looking for is nice paint breaks. If I don't like one spot, I just cover it up with grass. No big deal. So I'm gonna add a little bit more Prussian blue to turn my yellow more green. There. Think about it like grass growing on those rocky areas. There we are. Maybe a little bit of mountain mixture, just a little bit. Just loading up. There. Maybe something like that. Just something delicate. So now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave a little bit of space, but here, and just kind of let it fall. Just kind of like an angle. I'm running out of paint, so I'm trying to do the most I can when it comes to getting the same color, at least on the same sides. At the bottom I could change the tone a bit, but I don't want to have different tones here and here. Okay, the rest I could cover up with grass. I don't mind that. So a little bit of mountain mixture, just to kind of darken up my yellow. I like to say darken up my yellow. And kind of like the grass is falling. There. And make sure to load your brush constantly. There. There we are. Now, let's mix up a brand new brown. So just cadmium yellow and Prussian blue to give me a nice green color. And then I'm going to take some alizarin crimson and just add it in and hope for the best. There we are. Just something nice. Everything will take care of itself. We don't have to worry too much. A little bit of mountain mixture to darken that color up. There we are. So now, let's go ahead and maybe there would be rocks. Just something in there. Maybe over here. There. Just block in that paint. And maybe over there. Whatever you can think of, you can create on here. There's no stopping no one. Let me grab some white and just add a little bit of highlight. There. Ever so lightly. Ever so lightly. Maybe over here. There lives a little highlight. Right here. In the back. There. And maybe over here. This huge one. As you can tell, I have a little bit of a shaky hand, but I take that to my advantage. There, just load up my brush, full with paint, load it, both sides, and let's come up here and just there. Maybe we just have a little bit of grass growing into it. There we are. Let me clean my palette knife. And all I'm going to do is add a little bit more mountain mixture to my brown. Just to act like shadows. Shoo. There. There we are. Push this one back a bit. There. Maybe. There. There we are. Shoo. Now, let's go ahead. Let's put up a nice tree. Just something in the middle of nowhere. Okay? And I'm gonna take my brush through mountain mixture. Just load my brush up and just fire in. Push those leaves in there. Okay? Pretty simple. You just let the brush kind of pull you the direction it wants. A little darker than the other colors. Just so that way people look at it and they're like wondering why. Why is that darker? We just did it to pull their attention. But they don't know that. And boom. Just highlight those leaves. Not too bright, but bright enough. Not too bright, but bright enough. Okay? And with that, we can patch up the bottom. And let's go ahead and just maybe kind of like coming down at a slight angle. There. Ever so gently. A little bit white, just a little bit. Few little spots would show up. There. There we are, just fixing up those water lines. And I would assume in my painting, the grass would come right down over to that little area and just fall over. There's no stopping the grass, in my opinion. There. You already have a wonderful painting that has so many things going on. But let's make it even better. Who doesn't want an even better painting? So let's load up our fan brush full with paint. And maybe we gotta keep that tree there. So that's why I put the distance I did. There. But working with black canvases, colors tend to pop even nicer than working with traditional white and liquid white and so much and so forth. It's just doing what you love. And when you do it, everything works out fine. Everything comes together. There, just a few little tree trunks. There. Now, I'm gonna grab a little touch of phthalo, Prussian blue, and a little bit of cadmium yellow. Load your brush up full with paint. And let's come up here and just highlight it. I still want it to be dark because this painting is kind of set at night. There we are. There. There we are. Let's go ahead and let's add in a bank of land. So maybe just pushing up there and load up my fan brush and just push up a little bit of grass. There. Pretty simple. Let me wipe off my fan brush and let me go into that brown color we made earlier with my fan brush and maybe right here. Shoom. Just to kind of add more character. Shadow side would be on this side. light side would be on the other side. Little gray wouldn't hurt. Just to kind of neutral everything. Make everything a little more neutral. And let me go ahead, grab a fan brush, a little bit of liquid clear, and just thin out that paint. I'm hoping I could do stars, but if I can't, I understand, because this time I have no paint thinner. I didn't really care because I don't use it too often, but yep, no, it's not gonna work. So I am going to cut this video, just this little segment. I am going to grab some paint thinner. Once I grab the paint thinner, we're gonna add the stars, and that'll be it for the video. So just like it is, oh, actually, never mind. I don't need to go get it. Someone brought it to me. So we can actually continue. A little bit of paint thinner. Just thin out that paint. There. That paint has to be like ink. And all I want is a few. I don't want to distort everything I wanted. Okay? All I want is a few. So I have some that are just too powerful. So I'm just gonna work them in. There. It's just a few little spots, but it also adds interest. So, do I have a script liner? Geez, you would think I'm more prepared than this. I'm really not. And that just makes me look bad. But, oh well. Just doing like a little T. And then I'm gonna grab my fan brush and kind of just knock it down. Knock it into place. So it's not too distracting, but it's there. Well, with that, I think that completes today's painting. I really hope you enjoy this painting. Try this painting out. It's a nice little simple one. It's a little different from all the other ones. This one we get to work on a black canvas and see the contrast in colors. I really hope you enjoy this video. Try this painting out. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share this video. Consider subscribing to my channel. It helps YouTube share these videos. Again, I'd like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, my friends. Goodbye.